Say hello to the 2025 Lexus RX 450h Plus, and this is the perfect blend of power, efficiency, and luxury. In the world of sustainable mobility, all manufacturers are coming up with more hybrid powertrains and plug-in hybrid in specific. And if you are in the market for a luxurious, efficient crossover, stay tuned as I will dive deep into this RX 450h Plus and let you know if this is the best purchase for your family. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Auto Reviews 24. And if you are into honest, simple and practical car reviews, then this video is for you. Today in this review, I will dive deep into this all new Lexus RX in this plug-in hybrid version, which they call it 450h Plus. And I will help you decide if you are in the market of crossover plug-in hybrids, whether you should consider this RX over the competitors likes of BMW's X5, Mercedes GLC or GLE, or even Sweden's Volvo with XC60. All of them are plug-in hybrid and very well into the same price bracket. Alright, it's time for us for the exterior design in this new RX 450h Plus. This is the beautiful cloudburst grey color, but in my opinion, I love the green pearl color which comes in this particular model and it looks really stunning. Well, let's talk about the front fascia first. Look at this LED headlights. I love this daytime running lights as well as it turns into turn signals when you need to use it. The headlight in this tri-LED setup looks really stunning. I love the overall front look. Look at this sculpted and curved lines on both sides of this and it looks really classic and it makes it feel more wider. Let's talk about the front grille. This is the spindle grille which first was launched in this RX model. Now it is also available in TX. But I love the way it is. It is all painted in the same color and it looks really clean and elegant. The Lexus logo is also very decent and it is all heated with the radar system hiding behind it. Also, I love the way seamlessly it is connecting with this front camera system. The front bumper here is also dual tone with some little dark chrome accent and it looks really clean and nice. The side skirts here are also functional as it passes the air along with this fog lights which is LEDs, and that is a good add-on in this particular RX. Over to the side profile, that's where you see this massive R21 235 by 50 tires. I love this multi-spoke alloy wheels. It is very classic looking and it goes very well with this beautiful grey metallic paint outside. The fenders are all body colored and it looks really decent. Side mirrors integrated with this chrome touch as well as turn signals and 360-degree camera system. Also is the entire window trim with this chrome strip and it looks really luxurious and premium. The ground clearance of this car is 8.1 inches and the overall length of this car is 192 inches. It is actually the perfect length, I would say, in this segment. Though this car only comes with 5 seating options, it does not come with the 3-seat option which they used to come before with the XL model. The XL has now taken over by the new TX in this segment. I personally prefer the way the RX is with this 5 seating option. Look at this design element which is one of my favorite in this RX. Chrome strip which floats across the width and goes seamlessly in the back of this car. It's called floaty roofline and it really looks decent and awesome. On your left is where you can fill the gas and you can use premium or regular gas, which is good option in this category. The roof rails here are very prominent and looks really nice with the silver paint thanks to this panoramic sunroof as well, which adds to the luxuriousness and comfort inside this car. Now let us talk about the rear design element of this RX. That's where this car completely outshines other cars in the way it looks. I really am a fan of this all LED light bar with this Lexus spelled in between and it looks really premium and elegant. Also is this design element integrated inside this tail light looks classic. Everything is all LEDs no incandescent lamps, and it looks really premium. Even the rear wiper is very well tucked inside the rear spoiler. The spoiler is quite prominent as you see and comes out very well outside, and it adds to the overall aerodynamic of this particular RX. The badging behind the car is very subtle and simple. Only on my right is where you will see RX 450H Plus all-wheel drive, which says that this car is a plug-in hybrid. The rear bumper is very classic, broken down into black and silver finish. No exhaust system visible is because this is a plug-in hybrid. The charging port is on your right of this RX, which is right here. If I open it, that's where you will be able to charge this particular car. It is a standard CCS charging port, no NSCS, and it does not support DC fast charging. What it has is 6.6 kilowatt onboard charging, which takes roughly around 2.5 to 3 hours to charge this particular car with this battery size of 18.1 kilowatt hour, which is one of the biggest in its class. With this battery fully charged, you can actually drive this car on all electric power for 60 kilometers, which is perfect for people who want to take this car for daily commute within the city and don't want to use their gas. Now let us talk about the cargo space in this Lexus. Again, power operated. It also operates with the leg gesture if you want, and there you go. The cargo space behind the second row is very clean. It comes with 30 cubic feet of space behind the second row. However, if you flat the second row, it gives you 46 cubic feet of space. The good thing is you can use these buttons right here to flat the second row with one touch of a button, and it is fairly easy to use. You have 12-volt charging port over here, as well as a hook for your groceries and stuff like that. The floor is entirely flat and looks really decent. Under the floor is where you will see some more storage. As I pull up, there is a box where you can put your charging cable and everything else. On my right is where there is this 12-volt battery which is hidden behind. Overall, the cargo space also has this massive subwoofer thanks to this beautiful 21 speaker Mark Levinson's sound system in this car. One touch of a button, the power operated second row goes completely flat and it opens up the room. It's not going completely flat when you see the overall angle of this seats, but it still does a decent job. You even have this retractable tray for you to use. Now let us hop in the driver's seat and check about the interior and comfort in this car. So now it's time for me to get inside this car, but before that let me show you the key here. The key is very simple and something which Lexus has been using for a while now. I think they should change this key. However, it looks really nice and decent, and it has got basic functions to operate this car. Now if you want to get inside the RX, there is no mobile as a key or anything. Also, this handle here does not come out, but there is a small button behind. When you press it, the car door opens. Now as soon as you get inside this Lexus RX, the dashboard is really simple, elegant, with high quality materials and craftsmanship, and it is more driver centric and it looks really classic and awesome. Let us talk about different elements here, starting from the door panel. Look at this door panel, guys. It is so luxurious and decent. This car comes in different color combinations. The one which we have here is all black, so you might not see the differences, but this all pattern here can be brown as well. Softest plastic over here. The best portion is this Alcantara material, which looks really nice, and it actually seamlessly connects with the dashboard, which I'll show you from the other side. Even this beautiful Mark Levinson speaker grill looks really elegant. Handrest here is very soft and cushiony with this leather. It has got metal switches for one touch all windows, power folded mirrors, as well as all settings very neatly integrated. The leather stitching looks really nice. The classic button to open the door, as well as the door panel pocket, is quite deep and wide. Best is even this portion is soft plastic, which is good to know. These seats are 12-way adjustable and looks really soft and classic. I love the way it is perforated as well as heated and ventilated, and the touch of this Alcantara material across the seats looks really luxurious, and the small pattern in it as well. On my left is where you will see memory seats for the driver's side. Now let me step inside and talk about the dashboard fit and finish quality. The dashboard, as you see, is very seamlessly designed. I love the way they have used different material choices, and it looks comfortable, luxurious and premium in every which way. This portion here is soft as plastic. You even have a 10-inch heads-up display there, which you can probably see from the screen here. Now if you go towards the right is where you will see this interesting design choice. You have the same Alcantara material over here going across the width of the car, connecting to the door panel. You have this portion here which is again soft plastic, real open hood connected with this silver trim, and the soft touch plastic continues here as well. The passenger seats also has 3% memories, which is really new, and it adds to the value of this car. The glove box here is also decent, deep and wide and easy to operate. Let's talk about the two massive screens which this car comes with. On my right is where you have this infotainment screen, which is 14 inches. On my left, you have the driver's display with this new 10-inch all-digital screen for the 2025 year model. For the last year model, they were still using the 7-inch mediocre screen. Thankfully, they've changed now into all digital. I love the way it is. Now, the steering wheel is also classic and comfortable. Again, soft touch leather across the steering wheel. Also, you have open hood here as well, and that's what luxury is called. The buttons are very interesting. In fact, these are touch sensitive buttons. When you use them, you can actually see in the driver's display as well, and in the heads up display about which button you are touching and what you want to change. The digital driver's display is configurable in various ways, as you can see, and it looks really crisp and clear. Let's talk about the infotainment screen here. The on off button is right up, so you don't miss it. You have this beautiful screen integrated with HVAC system, and I love the way it is. It is very simple and easy to use. With this physical knobs, you can control your HVAC climate system. With this button over here, you can change into different settings what you want. If you want to change the drive modes, which is normal, eco, sports and custom, as well as you can change this car into all EV or EV hybrid mode. You have buttons integrated inside the screen to control your heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel as well as fan speed. Now, the operating system is fairly easy to operate. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and that is all you need. If you want further information about the vehicle and everything, you can actually use the settings on my left to navigate to that. Everything is simple and easy to operate. The center console here is also luxurious as the car is. You have these buttons to directly get into different views for your camera systems when you are parking. As you see, the cameras are super resolution and it can give you different views whenever you want to use it while you are driving as well as while you are parking. AC vents are very interesting design, similar to what you find in the TX as well, to USB-Cs. But the best part in my opinion is this open hood finish in the center console. No glossy black, which is what you need. When you open up, you even have one more wireless charging as well as some cubby space for you, with some USB-A and USB-C integrated here as well. With one touch you can close that. The cup holders is really awesome with this black chrome finish to it and looks really nice. All other controls are over here. The gear is classic, where you turn towards the driver and then push back or front for drive or reverse. You have got parking brake, auto for your EV mode or EV hybrid. The center console opens from both sides, from driver side like this, from passenger side also like this. Center console is very soft and cushiony with this leather stitching. If you see, the center console also has quite deep space inside, but it does not have any light or USB-C here. This RX also comes with lot of cool touches. You can actually have this panoramic sunroof open up completely. The best part is the RX comes with this massive panoramic sunroof. You can actually open it as well, and the sunsets can be used to close it if you don't want the extra light. Sun visor here is quite decent with LED lights integrated, but the best part is you have digital rear view mirror, which is right in front of you, and it looks really nice and crisp and clear. Now let me hop into the second row to talk about the comfort there. Let's talk about the second row seats in this RX. As you see, the door panel is as good as the front door and also has this sunshade, which is a good addition. Everything is top notch and the quality is really excellent. And also the seats here are quite wide and soft as well. One cool feature here is you can use this button to actually adjust your backrest, so that if you are on a long journey, you can actually be much more comfortable. Now let me hop inside and talk about the overall comfort space here. This RX has actually more than 38 inches of legroom if you actually configure it rightly. It also has the seats, which is sitting quite high from the floor, so the under thigh support is very nice and the overall comfortable sitting is great, thanks to the battery which sits under this second row. What do we have here in front is also something unique. The rear HVAC system also has digital screens to operate, two USB-Cs, and look at this, heated and ventilated seats for the second row passengers, which is great. But what you see is this interesting button system where you can actually use this button to move this passenger seat front and back. They have taken it directly from the Genesis or Hyundai's book. The sunroof goes quite back so you can easily use that for the second row passengers as well. The headroom here is quite decent but not the best in its class. I am 5'8", so my hair is not brushing the headliner, but if you are 6 foot tall, then I am certainly sure that because of the sloppy roofline, it may give you some issues. As you see, the seats are really comfortable with that Alcantara material here as well. The center console also has some interesting touch to it. You can use this button here to open the cup holders, also has the small storage here. The armrest here is also soft and padded, but they do not have any pass through which they could have used to seamlessly use the trunk space. Alright, so now let me open the hood here for this plug-in hybrid 450h Plus. The hood is hydraulic, which is great. You even have some sound damping material which cuts out the overall noise inside the cabin. And this is how the engine bay looks like. It is very clean. In fact, this is the same engine from Toyota RAV4 Prime. Now let us talk about some numbers here. The car actually comes in 4 different trims in Canada: 350, 350h, 500h, and this 450h Plus. The base engine, which is the 350, which comes with inline 4-cylinder engine and produces 275 horsepower. The 350h with a hybrid touch to it kind of reduces the overall output power, but it gives you good efficiency, roughly around 250 horsepower. And then if you want to go for more performance style, you go for the RX 500h, which gives you 367 horsepower, and it actually adds more power and fun to drive element as well. But the best of all is this engine right here. It's a perfect blend of power and efficiency. This one here comes with 304 horsepower, mated with eCVT, all-wheel drive. This engine here is a 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder, which is mated with 3 e-motors, 2 in the front and 1 in the back, which supports the all-wheel drive. Also capable of towing 3500 lbs. 0 to 100 in roughly 7 seconds is good speed. Well, that's pretty much it about the engine. Now let us take this car for the spin and check how does it drive. Alright then, now I'm on the driver's seat of this new RX 450h Plus. I'm going to take this on a spin, let you know how does it drive. So let me put this on drive and talk about the overall driving impressions. So now I have just put it in drive mode and it is in the EV and hybrid mode. It's not on all EV mode, which is good. It will give you a fair sense of understanding about how this car drives in a regular settings. First thing foremost, the car is super quiet. The smoothness, the refinement, the composed driving of this RX is excellent. The noise level reduction has given this car much more luxurious and comfortable feel. The steering wheel here is very well weighted and it's really fun to drive. The steering can also be configured lighter by going into a different modes using this particular button here and swiping on the right, Eco Sports Custom, but we'll keep it in normal mode as that's where you will mostly drive. Now as soon as I turn this car, the turning radius in this is also very nice. I'm able to turn without any issues, but the best part is how is the power delivery. Right here is where I'm going to push hard, and as soon as I push hard this particular car, it really gives you the enough power which you need. And the power delivery and the switching between the gas and electric mode is so seamless that you will hardly notice anything in this particular car. So now I've moved into the all EV mode, and as you can see, the all electric mode also gives you enough power and it is so smooth and easy to drive. This car, in my opinion, is the perfect daily driver or a city driver as well as long driving. Now the overall visibility of this car is excellent. The A pillar is interestingly designed, so you have this small gap here where you can see the blind spot, which is great. You even have a digital camera system which helps you with the rear view. But the best part is the handling of this car. The steering is very precise. As you see, even if I move slightly, the car moves in that direction, which is always a good DNA to have when you want a car which is performance oriented. But this car is not a typical sportier car in any which way, but it really mimics the way a sportier car feels and drives, which is also a great thing to have, especially when you are driving a plug-in hybrid car. Now the braking of this car is soft as well as comfortable. As I am braking right now, it doesn't give me any harder or jerk feel, which is great as well. The heads-up display is quite big and I can easily see a lot of information which is critical for me while driving. As soon as I put the gas pedal, the car really jumps to 100 very quickly. It is really a great fun element to drive, and in my opinion, one of the best driving cars in the Lexus portfolio. I have driven a TX few weeks back, but this car drives even better than a TX thanks to this overall proportion of this car and the way it is tuned and the weight of this car as well. contributes to that cornering and handling element of this particular RX. In nutshell, the car is awesome to drive, not only in cities but also in highways. It is so quiet, so comfortable with this luxurious fit and finish, this massive infotainment screen, and the beautiful 21 speaker Mark Levinson sound system. This car is really a great place to be inside without any doubt. After spending some quality time with this all new Lexus RX in this plug-in hybrid version 450h Plus, it's time for the final thoughts. Should you go ahead and consider, shortlist, or buy this RX? In my opinion, this Lexus RX plug-in is one of the best blend of luxury with comfort, power with efficiency, and reliability with quality. The car's exterior is stunning and elegant, the interior is luxurious, and the fit and finish is top notch. And most importantly, the driving is very fun to drive and it is punchier as well. However, the car does fall in two departments. One is the cargo space in this RX is not the best in class. And two, the price of this plug-in hybrid is on an expensive side. And hence, it's worth considering the competitors likes of BMW X5, which actually gives you much more roomier interior, power as well as efficiency, as both the cars goes all electric range of 60 kilometers. Also, you have an option to go for XC60 from Volvo, as the car is perfect in its T8 hybrid version and it is slightly priced lower than this RX. But having said all this, at the end of the day, it's you who have to decide which car you like personally. At this moment, I will conclude with this thought that if you are in the market for a crossover plug-in hybrid, then you should certainly look for this RX, as in 2025, this car still remains one of the best in its business. Let me know in the comment below, would you consider this RX over the other competitors in this segment, or you will go ahead and buy this RX? For now, that's all from my side for this review. I will see you in the next one.